I chose the motif of Davia. It's a bird cage. And for me, it means like birds are like deaf people. They're in a cage. They're limited. It's not comfortable. It's too limiting. They can't sign. They feel like they're trapped. They need to be able to sign. So that is the feeling of resistance. Deaf people need to be free. They need to be able to sign and go about in the world and not be trapped. I chose the motif of the mouth. The mouth means for me talking of people and not signing. While they're talking, we look at them and we're not sure what's going on. The word is resistance. I picked the motif representing the bell. And that is for the man named A.G. Bell. He was the inventor of the telephone. But what you need to know is that it was for people who could hear. And so they were able to practice and talk, and people who could speech read could do that. But he was not supportive of signing. It was very oppressive. So that category is resistance. I chose the motif of the maze. For me, it represents people trying to make their way in the world, the deaf world and the hearing world, and trying to figure out their identity, where I am in the whole picture of the world. So the category is resistance. The Davia motif that I chose is the owl. Owls are proud. So being able to hear and see all around the world, 360 degrees in their environment, is like me. I can take in things visually and auditorily. I can look around the world and see many things. The Davia motif I chose is stars, because stars are all over, and so are deaf people. It's like the deaf community is everywhere. And we spread out everywhere. And you never feel alone because we all collaborate. And when we meet another deaf person, we are happy. We have things in common. The category is affirmation. This motif is about chains, and it was made by Betty Miller. We honor her because this motif of chains means that some people feel they can't sign. They're locked in chains. They just have to speak. They can't sign. They have to do that all the time. And so they feel that they're not connected to people and they need to break free. That group is resistance. The motif that I chose is heart, which means for me that we all feel like we're the same. It inspires us. It means we're proud to be deaf. It's easy for us to communicate with each other. The category is affirmation. I chose the Chuck Baird motif, which is inside a triangle. You see colors. It means to honor everyone. The colors represent seeing through eyes of different people and being open to people signing, not only just for signing, but when people are talking. But you don't have to. You can just sign and not use your voice. The colors that are represented represent all of the viewpoints and all of the people understanding each other. I chose the eye in the hand. And that represents the hands that are used for signing in the deaf community, not using verbal communication, but using our hands. And it's a wonderful way to communicate. And that category is affirmation. I chose the motif of America, the hands clasped, designed by Chuck Baird. I picked this because we in the United States, America, The deaf have many communities. We have schools for the deaf. We have many things that are related to deafness in the deaf community. We have the same goals and feelings, and that category is affirmation. I chose the motif of the turtle. When you look at a turtle and you think of deaf people, maybe they both don't hear. Recently we heard about how people can grow and experience things about deaf culture. And maybe sometimes we don't hang around with hearing people. Maybe there's been obstacles that deaf people have had to face. But through growing and learning and looking back at those obstacles, we see that anything that has caused us a barrier makes us solid together. The category is affirmation. I chose the arrow. It represents the feeling of hurt when people don't understand us and their insults hurt us. They don't understand us. The category is resistance. I chose the motif of hand art, drawing. So for me, it means a way to express yourself. It shows that anyone can express their feelings through art. And they feel that when they express that through art, whether it's pictures or paintings, other people look at how beautiful that is and the expression of different colors.